Hi, this is Nkechi from The Vent. I would like to welcome you to The Vent Craft if you're just joining me for the first time. I make it a point of duty in this channel to show you how to make lovely, unique fascinator designs, as well as tips and tricks in your millinery journey. And I crown it up with some catalogs on new designs I create to increase your creative ability. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make this lovely fascinator. My son says it looks like a boat. I think it looks like a cowboy fascinator. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section what you would call this fascinator. For now, I'm calling it a cowboy fascinator. Before we proceed, I would like to thank all my returning subscribers for taking out time to watch this video, and for those of you just joining, please do click that subscribe button and also the bell button to ensure you don't miss out on any of my lovely new upcoming videos. Let's break before we start our video. Now here are the flyers showing you all the classes we have so far in the Vent Craft Academy. If you want to get more details about any of them, all you need to do is check the description of this video. You will see the Vent Craft Academy training reception link. Click on the link and you will get to know other details concerning this, how you can join the class, what will be taught and all that. But everything on the flyer is what we train concerning it. So let's dive in. Yes, let's dive into today's tutorial. So what we'll be needing for the cowboy fascinator is this hat wire, 54 inches, already covered with bias. If you don't know how to do that, you can check the description below. I would give you a link on one of my videos that shows how to do that. Then we have a molded fascinator base with needle and thread, and also this organza, I think it's called. It's a bill material. And then as we go ahead, I think there were some other things I used. You get to see them. Let's move on. So first step, we take our covered hat wire, 54 inches, remember, and we place our material on top. You can use any material you want, veil, plain material. Just remember that the thicker the material, the more difficult it is to grab together like so. So the 54 inches actually already kind of gives it the shape by the time you're gathering it. So if you want to have a cowboy like shape fascinator, you use 54 inches. So that's it. I'm trying to grab it all and make it tight. The material was not how do I put it, abundant, so it was taking time to grab. So I take my thread from down up and turn it round to hold the hat in shape. So keep watching. There's some things that happened in the video you'll get to understand anyway, because I wanted to make it double like this, but at the long run I realized that my molded hat was with pad, which is strong, so you can't sew it, you have to glue, so it turned to single layer. Okay, so we'll take our scissors to cut the excess there. Then you take your needle and thread to hold it firmly so that when you put the base it doesn't loosen. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I place my base how I want it to be, one side close to the tip, the other one up, and I take my needle and thread and sew. Now I actually wanted to sew all around, but it didn't work, so I just held one side to help me put it in point, and the remaining one I'm going to be using my uhu gum to glue to the base. I'm thinking it's because it's pad I used to mold this hat, and that's why it couldn't attach to be sewn, because other materials are quite light, but pad can be really tough. So our cloth pegs come in handy here to make this possible. So we're going to be clipping all the sides. Now I would advise, if your molded hat is not made with pad, you can sew it all round, and if it's made with pad, no need to do the double layer of the material, just do a single layer of the material, and it will be much quicker to make. So let's keep watching and learning. After a while, you take off your pegs and you start sewing the hat wire to the material. Now this I'm doing because, remember, I made it doubled. I could have glued it. So this you do round, you sew it all the way around. This is the end that I've come to. Next thing I do is to open up the middle of the material. So that's how I'm going about. Remember, mine is double and not single, so I'll have to be opening 2 layers of the material like so. Keep watching and learning. Okay, so now I want to attack the edge. So this, I'm going to get very close to where the thread is, where I sewed the bias. Can you see? Where I sewed the hat wire rather. So I'm getting close to it and cutting it like that. Okay, so I do this all round the rim. Then I attack with a razor blade the middle. Now I use razor blade so it can get it at the edge as well. So I do this all round. Okay, now the next step is to cover the rim. Now I'm making use of Petercham because the width is wider than bias. So all I'm going to do is use my uhu gum, put on the Petercham, and then use my pegs to hold it on the rim. So I'm going to do this all round. Once that's done all round, the next thing I'm going to do is to attach my elastic band. Now the elastic band has a joining there, so that's where I'm going to cut it on. Then I'll check the hat where I want the elastic to be, and I want it on these 2 sides. So I'm going to be sewing it. Me and sewing, yes, to me it stays longer when it's being sewn than when you glue it. So that's how I'm sewing it. When I take it from the top part, I would take it closer to where I have the thread already, so it's not so visible. Now I should have made use of silver thread here, or white, so that it doesn't show, but I made use of black. But you see what I did finally, it covered it all up, none showed. So that's how I'm sewing it, and I'm going to be doing this to both sides. If you're gaining value from this training so far, please do give me a thumbs up. Yes, just look below this video, you will see the thumbs up. Just click it and say you love this video. Please don't forget to let me know what you would call this fascinator. Remember I said my son says it looks like a boat, so boat fascinator, but I decided to call it a cowboy fascinator. Let me know in the comment section, what would you call this fascinator? Okay, the next thing we're going to do is to cover the edges of our molded fascinator there. That's the base. Now I made use of bias. I always prefer to use bias. It kind of follows smoothly round, but some people do use Petercham, so anyone you would want to use, it's okay. Next thing I'm doing is to attach my feathers with B6000 to the edge there. I want it to be on that high part there. Yes, so make use of my B6000. Once I'm done with the feathers, I take my bias again and glue round the joining of the base and the rim all round. Next thing is to put my half pearls. Remember I said that I would cover up those 2 places where I sewed, so this was the clue other trick. So anyway, I'm gonna use this half pearl and decorate round the rim and also in the middle. So then also I'm going to cover up the sewing on the Alice band, elastic band, sorry. What I used was a flower trimming from the organza that I used. So that's it, looking so cute and beautiful. Thank you. Don't forget to let me know what you call this.